I know. And of course it's gotta be raining. How do... Alright. Um... I never know how to start these out. I'm terrible at starting these out. Anyways, so this is a build record of my builds on the Rcots server. That's all this is. Blah. There, it's out. Welcome. And yeah. So this is my first base area of the Rcots server. I'm going to, and yeah. And first storage room, first brewing area. Solid storage. Out here was flour slash dye farm. And then up here was for warped and crimson wood stuff. Um, hmm. Flight deck. What else? Bedroom was through here. Bedroom. Was going to be a treasure room. That way goes out and then to farms. I think we covered all over there. So we'll go this way. And then this led to just a spiral case farm. And each tier is a different crop. And there were like waterfalls coming down. And you could actually like go through the waterfalls about here. And we had a bunch of swamp and mountain villagers, or I had a bunch of swamp and mountain villagers, and yep, those were the Marklars. And there's a whole bunch of like cave systems and whatnot that I dug through. The entire forest was an oak and birch forest, and I tore out most of the oak and birch, and replanted the whole forest. It was all done in survival. Another little pass through here. We're just touring in creative because it's easier that way. Down here was to the mine. And I cleared all this out. There's skeleton farm. I was gonna dress it up more, just never did. But yeah, they dropped on there. The mine start was here, and I would just fly down here with the elytra from up here. This was like a whole big serpent project I was working on, where it was going to be like a whole back of a serpent, or like a leviathan, going through the hillside here. And then I was starting to work on like a fox village, and I didn't get very far. But there's the whole house. I always really like the snow. There's a watchtower up here. And this was the first house. There's the head of the Leviathan. I don't think I ever named him. This was Netherwart Farm. This went out to garden that overlooks the flower/ink farm. And this was just a little side garden. And then this comes through to here. I was going to build more off here. But we had the first part of the Cliffs and Caves update happen. So we ended up moving to a different area. And I came back a couple times to work on a few things here and there, but never finished. This was like my enchanting area. The head of the Leviathan. Yeah. So next, because there's really not much over here. Next, I think we'll go to the shopping district. And yeah, this was my nether room. So all of the hub work was done by other members of the Rcots server. And pretty much also all of the shopping district was done by all the other members of the Rcots server, except for this building here, which this was my plant building. I sold plants, all the plants, and mostly terrain work and requests. And we'll go look at those later. This is my little office. My favorite office. My most favorite office. I have to build another office at some point. Because I loved my office with my spinny chair. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, this was my plant shop. And after the Nether update and the 1.18 update with copper and blackstone, and like crying obsidian. I feel like I have my color element, but this is the top of the building. And then this one, Rixo built the outside and I built the inside. And this was a creeper accident? Alright, this was a concrete terracotta shop. That's one of Darth's build. Darth is from the Rcots server. Duh. And then this is a little park that I built. And then, let's see. I also built the outside of this building, and Solidus built the inside, and this is a super smelter. That's an interesting little build. Let's see. Did I have another shop? Oh, duh. Yeah, and then the ore galore, where I sold ore galore. Let's see what's next. There's the Christmas tree, where we did Secret Santas last year, and that was fun. Yeah, just freaking all the other amazing stuff. Just like a full trading center. Yeah. A lot of work. And then if we go over here, we can see my little house, my tree house that I built as part of like the server neighborhood. And yeah, and I put in a little side garden just because I was like, I don't know, I wanted to tie it in together. Alright, and then what we're coming up on here is Kate's Kingdom. Kate built all this. And I did a little something over here. So I did some of the terrain work here and all through here. And then I did like some of the prettying up here. All like the just all like the gardening stuff. And then all through here. Kate did the bridge. And then I just did some more of the gardening stuff throughout here. And like all the little sprucey pretty up bits here. But yeah, Kate did all this work. And then I put in like the leaves and stuff and like the little cobbly bits on here. But yeah, she's done a fantastic job over here. And there's a cool area over here as well. That is just absolutely fantastic. It's a really cool detail work over here. And her pixel work's amazing. Alright, and then the next area we can go see that I worked on. Nope. Yeah, nope. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. And let's see. It's this way. This way. Yeah. And then this over here is my friend Nuisance's area. But I built the I built this mountain back here. It was supposed to look like Odin, like old Norse god ruins. And yeah, I think it turned out kind of neat. If you go over here, you can go inside, and it's all kind of nice and spoopy on the inside. But I built the whole mountain from scratch. There was no mountain here. There was nothing to work with. It was all water. Should have took map beforehand. But yeah, this is another build that I made that I'm really proud of, actually. And then let's see. It shouldn't be too far from here. I believe if we go this way, we should be able to see. And let's just kind of take a gander as well. That's a really cool Viking village. That's really neat. Alright. So it should be coming up. There it is. So this is a Rixo, my husband's build. And yeah, it kind of speaks for itself. Yeah, we can go inside. Man, it always feels like just when we finally get settled in. Just when we finally get, like, everything set up the way we want it to. It seems like we always end up getting uprooted. I think that's just kind of life, though. Such a cool build. Alright. Now... Hold on. No. There. There we go. Okay. Alright. So now... Yes. So that was all from 2020. Now, when we got the first part of the Caves and Cliffs update, curious. Oh, they were moving. Oh, okay. Anyways, when the first half of the Caves and Cliffs update came out, we ended up moving Spawn. So that way we would get some of the new generation. Oh, please let me get down this. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Anyways, so we decided to end up moving Spawn. So we looked around and we found one of the coolest areas we could on the server at the time. And we moved Spawn. This is so painful. It's probably because I don't know how to play the game very well. Anyways. So since we moved Spawn, we all kind of uprooted and went to places that would have some of the new generation and the new stuff, that like Deep Slate and all that jazz. So now therefore we ended up moving to the new area, Newtown. So essentially that was Old Town, Old Rcots. So now we're going to where I've been building since June of 2021. And this was some of the tunnel bridging the two that me and Rixo have actually been working on. And this is where we've left off. obviously been a bit of a travel so far, but you know, we're working on it. Um, Soon you'll start seeing more of the completed pattern. But pretty much everyone has soul speed on their boots, so soul sand path is the best, and an idea that I had so that way people don't end up breaking their shoes and getting stuck. There's actually a station halfway where you can actually pay to have your gear and your shoes and whatnot like re-upped, because we got basically it's a dispenser for bottles of enchanting, and that would like heal and mend your gear, because basically like everyone pretty much has mending on their gear as well. So yeah. And not my design, Solidus's design. Well, Solidus built it. Alright. And then next we'll check out work I've been doing in the new shopping district, as well as other projects I've been working on in the new realm, in the new world, in the new spawn area. I don't know what you'd want to call it. Alright. So, let's see. This is a build that I had Kate do the outside of, and I did like the interior decorating. This is a crystals and potions shop. And then I didn't build the whole thing. So I did this path, all the cobblestone. And I did this little inner cave area. And then the top platform was already there, but I did the mountain. Like, so I did all the sides as well as the waterfall. And this is Kate's new kingdom that she's been working on. And let's see. We also have my redstone shop. Ooh. We have my redstone shop. Solidus has been doing the random armor stands. Server member has been doing the anyways. Oh, I did these statue guys. And I did this statue guy. And rocket shop. that I built. And I built this guy. And then one of the big projects that I undertook was the zoo. So I built everything, and other members from the server actually caught most of the creatures that are in here. So let's see, we got our panda, and I built this aquarium. And there were sea turtles in here, but for some reason they keep disappearing. And then most of the tropical fish stayed, though. And then this is a bug house. Got a spider. We're going to try to get shulkers because I think you can farm them now, so I think it's possible to catch them. And then polar bear. And then we got like the farm animals. We got a bee. We got the devils. We had both kinds of pigs. We had both the nether pig and the regular pig. And they both have disappeared. We got some parrots. Llamas and goats. One of them is screaming goat. And then that one. So I did the whole zoo. I did all the builds in the zoo. I had help clearing the land. And I had help catching most of the exhibits. But yeah, I did all the builds myself. And I did all the landscaping myself too. And up here we got like a mini nether. Kind of like a little informational office or like more observation. That's what I mean. Some recognition. And this is from day 1. Like a week later, basically. Or is it 2 weeks later? That's like 2 weeks later. Then about a month. And then that was the final. And then if we come over here, we've got a little mushroom archipelago island. And Our bootleg Enderman. Alright. And then next place is going to be New Home. And New Home has been basically one of my proudest builds to date. So this was the beginning start of the opening of my mine. And I'm actually working, I'm working on bringing that all the way down to -4. Wait, is it? No. -50. That's right, because it goes the other way. So yeah, I'm working on bringing that all the way down to -50. And then if you come up here, I'm working on pathing all this out. But, this is kind of going to end up being like a main entrance area. You come down here. This was the original main entrance to the mine. So that goes all the way down to the base of that tower. And then this was like my main, like almost like a town square. I started working on a mountain there where my big castle house is gonna be. This is a bone meal farm, where flip the switch, you get sugar cane for days. I've come up here. This is for processing diorite into moss. Over here is where I harvest the nether and crimson trees. And then anything extra just goes in here. And that gets processed into bone meal. I'm still working on finishing this building, the roofs and stuff. Here we have just some cool ornate buildings that I've been working on. And if we go down here, cannot move, cannot function. Alright, if we go down here, these are my bees under the seas with my cactis and my libraries. Yep. And yeah. So this is where I, get all that good honey stuff. Get all that good bee stuff. And then over here for a while was my main house. And now it's just more like an enchanting house slash map area. So this was June, like a couple weeks in. Meant to do it earlier, but didn't. And then this July, not much of a change, but I was working a lot on the zoo. I built a building. A building and a half. But then we were working on the boat, which, oh my god, wait till you see the boat. And then August, September, October, and haven't put up November yet. And I was working on that, didn't get very far. And if you come up here, stairs that way. But this is now my enchanting area. And if you come through here, this is a mountain that I've been working on. And that's the inside. But this is a cool view of the whole building. And then if we go up here, we got a creeper farm. And this is the AFK-able area. And from there you actually get a nice view of all the things. We're actually gonna get to see. Yeah, it's kind of neat. But, alright. So this building here is Coarse Fruit Farm, Bunny Farm. We grow carrots and stuff for the buns. And another wort farm. And then we have Skeleton Horse Stables. This was the main Nether Hub project for me and Erixo. This is kind of like our main area. Or like for our Nether. And this is the bridge Erixo's been working on. Church with our clerics. And then the boat is our main storage area that me and Erixo have been working on. I did all the redstone to make it an auto filter. So cool thing is you come in through here, you put whatever you want in this chest here. Or if you had a shulker, you could actually just pop it down right onto this hopper. Yeah, you flip the switch and it goes through, and each hopper filters and it automatically knows what slot to go into. And this was like my crowning achievement for redstone because I don't don't know what I'm doing. But I guess after this I kind of know what I'm doing. Sure. Sure, sure. Um, but yeah, so I might have to rebuild this. I might probably will have to rebuild this, but you know what? Now I know how to rebuild it, and now I know how to build it like bigger and better. I just want to get a nice, good view of what the guts look like, because I might need to know. They need to be like, is it 3 wide or 4 wide? Yeah, it's like 4 wide. Okay. Well, good to know for next time. All right. Well, I think after, let's see. We've looked at that building, we've looked at that one, at those two, down one, down one, and down one. Yeah, I think all that's left to see is my room, which, yep, yep. And that's about it.